What's good,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Shunti, and I'm back with my people. All right, let's start with the ladies. Say ladies first. All right, you want the
Oh,
pack.
okay.
All right, that's your only pack
Hi
team.
guys, how's everyone
Um,
doing now?
Bottom right, Emmanuel Owoniyi. Bottom left, and my man, the genius. Top
What's
left.
up?
So, guys, the topic will be I never really name him, but it's basically going to be about the Nigerian hip hop industry. All right, like impact so far, especially as regards like Crown of Clay, MI and Vector's work. All right. Then in terms of like outlets that we see, possible outlets to help the hip hop industry grow. And I'm not talking about guys with skills. I'm talking about guys that have the tendency to make people follow them and follow rap. For
Gotcha.
for instance, my
Mm.
own thought, for instance, all right, don't kill me, all right. My own thought number one is every guy is doing fine with his own stuff, right? Like pidgin English people, they go follow the guy regardless. Okay, so let's start with the whole crown of clay issue. All right, the whole
Okay.
crown of clay issue. So, the genius, what did you think about the
Yeah.
song itself, Crown of Clay?
Yeah, I won't lie. I won't lie though. The song, the message is kind of deep and strong. The beat selection, but what we are expecting in terms of hip hop is kind of the sound is kind of dated. You understand? That's why it's not going. Yeah, I felt they will have like experimented with something that is much more, hip hop, but much more new. Maybe like a drill beat or something. You understand? Maybe you understand? Because that kind of song we they do, that song is like a few class of people. People like me gonna love it and listen to it. But the general public, you don't see people gonna be playing kind of clay in the street.
Okay,
You
okay,
understand? Now people like me, we all listen. I mean, I won't lie, I listened to it twice and I didn't like go back to it. You understand? It's not something I want to go back and like listen and listen and listen and listen. But it's a cool track though. It's a cool track though.
That's how
okay.
you want
So
it.
let's Emmanuel speak.
No, I see the point that the genius was making about the beats, like the selection of the beats, like doesn't feel as current. Would I say it
Yeah.
doesn't feel as like it's not Gen Z hip hop. It's not like a melodic rap kind of hip hop like the Cherry one. But I still think for two artists that definitely represent an era in Nigerian hip hop, I think it was appropriate for them to sound like that. I don't think it was like if they jumped on a drill bit or if they tried a newer sound, I think there might be a bigger pushback against
Yeah.
them even trying to like sound more melodic. I think,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed the track. I enjoyed the song. The message as well, like the juniors were saying, is very profound, and having that like that black ownership, that black confidence and empowerment. I'm always here for that, man. And I think they went back and forth, but obviously we know Vector killed that shit, bro. Vector nailed
Okay,
it.
sorry.
Vector Vector has been impressing me lately,
I
man. Like
swear.
and
I
that
swear.
that verse was hard. I think it was because like it was very relatable on this. It's very I
But
won't say it
mine
was
was
kind of
better.
dumbed down, and Emma on the other aspects was like raising the bar up when it comes to like
Yeah.
intellectual, psychological, like what I mean, breakdowns and things. But it was an enjoyable track nonetheless, man.
Okay. Before I move to Yewande, what do you have to say about the genius point about it being replayable, like the replayability? How many times did you play it?
What are you asking me or asking
No, I'm asking
Emmanuel?
Emmanuel. Emmanuel.
Oh, me or
Yes, you. You didn't answer.
about replay value.
Yeah, replay value. Yeah.
Um, it's yeah, like I think most hip hop songs, like I think most hip hop songs when it comes to replay value, like hip hop is not as melodic as like say an Afro pop song. Like it's not something that
Yeah.
would be as catchy. It's not something that you like. Maybe you're washing plates or doing something else that's coming back
And
to
then
your
you're
mind.
playing it.
Yeah, so hip hop already has that disadvantage when it comes to replay value. So
Okay.
it's like it's not a song
Um,
that you're always going to be going back to. But if the chorus of the song is as punching, then maybe yes. As far as this hook went, I don't think the hook did like shout out to Fields. I'm a huge fan of Fields, but I don't think the hook was as compelling, as captivating as the song deserves per se.
Okay.
So I don't think the replay value is as high as it could have been. but yeah, it's still okay. Like if I'm going back to the song, I'm going back for the verses, of course.
Okay. So, Yewande, what do you think
I don't know.
about?
I feel like you guys have said it all. I swear. So in terms of replay, I think for hip hop songs in general, you have to be very intentional. If you like it, you're going to replay it as much as possible. So there are times when I will just wake up and let me play Crown of Clay today. It's not as if no, it's in any playlist or like the ginger to play it is there, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So yes, in terms of this song, did you talk about the beats? I don't know about the beats. Me, if I like a song, I like it. I'm not really necessarily trying to break down like all aspects of it. They do know more about it because it's like in that world. But it'll be somebody said it's not Gen Z rap. Yes, it would be crazy. It's just like saying J. Cole should do like the mumble
Yeah,
rap thing. It
exactly.
will be crazy. And we wouldn't like it. I'll be like, don't try it. So yeah, I really like the song. I think before it dropped, I was scared. I was like, oh my God, these people will go with their terrible energy and go and create one nonsense for us, not like that. And we'll be able to tell that it was not genuine. But the morning that it dropped, I woke up in the morning and it was like the first thing that I listened to. And I was like, oh my God, these people did so well. The subject matter was A1. I do not see any problem with the song at all. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Any problem at all. Vector's part, Crazy was like my favorite part of the song as well. I did not expect that. I went in thinking Vector was going to come on with his get it, but he didn't do that. It was so relatable. It was so right now. It was so instant. And I'm like,
God bless you.
so I really, really, really like the song. I really, really like the song. So yeah.
Okay. So what I want to talk about now is something you pointed out, something you spoke about just now. You spoke about before the song dropped. For me, Victor and MI coming on the track together at a point, I feel like this is the lowest. Before MI and Victor dropped the track, I feel like that was the lowest Nigerian hip hop had been for a long time. Like
Okay.
there was nothing exciting on the scene.
Talking about it.
Yeah. So MI and Vector together on the track, I felt like okay, there was a lot of expectations. In my mind, I was thinking, is this the comeback for hip hop? That kind of stuff. Perhaps I had too much expectations. But what do you guys think about
Expectation.
that?
Yeah.
Did it meet your expectations? Let's start with Emmanuel.
Now, did it meet my expectation? I don't know if I was expecting like a top 10 like banger, like a song that's gonna be like extremely welcomed with open arms. But as far as the hip hop community within Nigeria went, I think it made the impact that I expected. Like I think I might be proven wrong, but like the bar is already very, very, very like high for Nigerian hip hop to hit, compared to like the Afro pop scene. Like
Before, yeah.
so like I think it did well. I wouldn't say it's not making the impact that it should. I don't think it's making the impact that it should be. Like the impact that it should be making is a different conversation in general.
Yeah.
But I think it did well for where it's at, for the glass ceiling for Nigerian hip hop. It did well for it. Like it's on, if you guys know the turntable charts kind of records all the consumption within like radio, TV, and free streaming platforms. And right now it's sitting at number 24 in the country. So it's like
Okay.
it's not bad, but at the same time it could be better.
Not,
It's like
yeah.
it's like it could be better compared to like every other thing that is being consumed within Nigeria. So yeah, I don't think it did terribly, but it could be better for sure.
Okay. So Yewande, what about you?
Oh, there's really something missing. So, like I said, personally, for me, I like the song. Like personally, I was expecting like this, and they gave me it this way. But I don't know, something is missing. It didn't really hit that mark as it should. I mean, it wasn't even that much talked about. I literally saw somebody tweet one day that that's how Crown of Clay, I think that was Danny, that's how Crown of Clay died like a natural death. So, I mean, it didn't really hit that mark. It didn't really hit that spot. And I don't know why.
I think, sorry, can I say why? Like I think it's like we somehow
Or tired, like
we're in this hip hop bubble, and I hate to say that we're in a bubble, but like we look at different regions and different parts of the world. Like a certain region of the world is known for something, especially when it comes to music, right?
Yeah.
The Caribbeans is known for reggae and dancehall, right?
Yeah.
We don't even know the hip hop scene there. We don't know the
Not true.
R&B scene. We don't know like, and you come to West Africa, and we're known for Afro beats. Like we're known for the high life, the high tempo, like the high tempo, like love joyful songs. And
Yeah.
for us not to be known as, how can I say this? Like it's gonna be difficult regardless, because this is, we're dealing with like David and Goliath in a way, because it's like, yeah, we can't topple the noise that Afro pop comes with. We can't, like, so that's why I've
Sorry.
grown to accept.
Listening to you.
So I was saying, like I don't think I think I've grown to accept the place of Nigerian hip hop. Like I've grown to understand where it is. Like we can do so much to push it, but it's just so much that it can make in a scene where it's just vastly dominated by another genre. That's what is the forefront of Nigeria. That's what is being represented as Nigeria, as West Africa. That's the biggest export. That's one of the biggest export when it comes to music and culture. So it's like, I think it's why I think we should celebrate the little wins. I think we should celebrate the little wins Nigerian hip hop can make.
Okay,
And
so I have a
Even
question.
at that, I understand the point that Emmanuel is trying to make, yeah. But even among like this small community of hip hop lovers, it still seems like it did not penetrate.
You
It
think
looks
so?
like that.
No, I feel like why that
I
appears so.
feel like that.
No, I feel like why that appears so is because the hip hop lovers would have loved it to be celebrated, but it did not bring the victory it was supposed to bring. Does that make any
See,
sense?
let me tell you what's wrong. Hello. Hi,
Yeah, we
hallelujah.
can hear you, DJ.
Everybody.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Let me tell you what's wrong with that track. That track, to me, is a nice track, but the energy behind that track is kind of like, it's not organic. Because
Oh my
these
God,
guys,
why would you say that?
to me, it's not organic. To me, it's just like a business move. Just the same way they are sitting down together doing that in a CVS class. It doesn't look. It's like they just did a timeline that was not supposed to exist. These guys are supposed to be going at each other. They're supposed to do track against each other. Not like a diss track. But this, you know what I'm saying? Just like when two twin brothers, like one is a doctor, one is an engineer. So they all want to be successful at different things. So it keeps going. The anticipation keeps going. Now when they now sit down together and they're all in the same room doing the same thing, you just feel like, okay.
Right.
Okay,
So are we saying that beef sells more? Like
beef,
not like
when
beef,
they're going at each other, it makes
but
the
okay,
art
look
better.
at Davido Whiskey now. They have never done a song together. It's not as if they hate each other. They don't do diss tracks, but the people keep comparing them. People keep like, oh my God. People like,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
If Davido does something, people like Whiskey say me doing your own. Whiskey do something.
Got you. Do you think?
To me, it's just lackluster. Like
that could be part of it, though.
Okay, so I have a question for you. So do you think them getting back together has kind of tainted the impacts that they would have made if they were still holding on?
Yes, now I did a video about that. Like,
yes,
their beef settlement just killed the vibe in hip hop. Hip hop is not a mushy.
Not a friendly sport.
Not a friendly sport.
Yeah,
So
they don't need to diss.
So the rivalry is what is supposed to push it. And
look at Jay-Z and Nas.
Yeah.
It's not as if they are dissing each other, but people keep, when Jay-Z drop, Nas must drop. I mean, when Nas drop, Jay-Z must drop.
Got you.
It's not as if it's beefing. It's just.
But the only thing I can say to that is, beef when it's authentic, when it's from a real place, I feel like that's when it can do its thing. But naturally, most people don't beef for the rest of their lives. Like at the end of the day, the human aspect of, okay, let's resolve this issue type thing will kick in at some point.
So they can resolve, but people will still want to compare. Now, who are we comparing two of them to? Like,
we should compare. Like the comparison is gonna be there.
Other, but I mean, the
comparisons will still be there.
If there's another type of rap group now, or two other rappers that are doing something crazy, like the ginger will be more. Like, nobody cares.
No, I agree with you. The ginger will be more. The ginger will be, in fact, but the reality is like, at the end of the day, Nas and Jay-Z still reconciled at some point. Like I'm saying, like these are moments. This is a hip hop moment, and let's appreciate that moment for what it was, right? And let's keep it moving from there. And the fact that they resolved now, yes, it's not as exciting as the beef, because we all like conflicts. Like conflict is not entertaining. But
Now that
it
the
is what it
result.
is. Like we're gonna move forward from the beat.
Who are we comparing two of them to now? Who?
We
Are we
compare them to
comparing
each other
Wait,
still. I
we do
mean,
compare them to each other,
in,
bro.
But
we
there's
all
been
prefer,
nothing.
or most of us
There's
prefer
been nothing really. There's been
Vector's
nothing.
verse to MI. That's
There's just
the
been
form
a
of
It's
silence.
comparison.
just dry.
Wait. So you're saying there's no comparisons right now in Nigerian hip hop?
Right now, there's no
No
see,
comparison now.
bro,
They
Emmanuel.
killed the hip
It's
hop
all
Emmanuel,
boring,
randomly.
Charlie.
Please, guys, let me say something now. I was going to make a
Sorry.
video, which I ended up not doing, about how conversations are needed in hip hop and basically any genre,
True.
right?
True.
Afrobeat has lots of conversations. When hip hop was trending in Nigeria, I was going to talk about that before social media, right?
Yeah.
Then you would have top 10 jams.
Right.
You probably have like 7 hip hop songs on the top 10. There was a time like that.
Yeah.
Then you would have people having conversations between Rugged Man who's better, or Mood 9 who's better, or this guy
Idris.
Rugged Man did a song, Nice will soon respond. Conversations.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Conversations. But we don't. We do not have, even in Afro beats, bro. Even in Afro beats, we have conversations.
Yes. But
Look at
Don't give them to go end to end.
no, but it goes back to the point I made. Like that, the era where Nigerian hip hop was probably at its best was pre-Wizkid like era. Pre-Wizkid when Afrobeats didn't even have a term.
Are you saying Wizkid killed hip hop in Nigeria?
I'm not saying Wizkid killed hip hop, but I'm saying the movement as a whole.
Came to dominate,
the Afrobeat movement as a whole, around 2011, 2012, when the term Afrobeats even became a thing from the UK and it started pushing from the Oliver Twist to the Odu Elegbas, the songs that started making.
The number one person that killed hip hop is Ice Prince. It started from Ice Prince. When Ice Prince started singing all this.
Sorry, please hold up, guys. Guys, let me tell you my theory. Please let me tell you my theory. Please let me tell you my theory.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My theory could be off, but please let me tell you my theory because it ties in with what he's saying in a way. I feel like MI left the scene and Yoruba rap dominated. You had Olamide, you had Reminisce.
Olamide too cute.
You were supposed to have Ice Prince as MI's hair, but we did not see anything really from Ice Prince. All right. In fact, Ice Prince did a song. This might mess me up publicly, but Ice Prince did a song that I am ashamed of till today with Sarkodie. What was the name of the song? The one he was doing, nigga. I'm like, yo, come on, brother. What is this?
Yeah, Sarkodie killed him on his own track.
Like on that track. Till today, my Ghanaian fans on my channel keep requesting that song, and I'm like, not on this channel, bro. Not on this channel, bro. So that side happened, and then you started having some of these indigenous rappers talking about Punchline, Ujaomo, Reminisce. So people going commercial, people not caring about hip hop anymore. Then MI came back, but nothing really happened when he came back.
Oh, the beef started.
MI, I'll give credit to MI.
He woke up the scene after that.
Yes.
True.
He fixed up.
He woke the place up.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about that? Too bad we're going back to it. But what do you think?
The only way for hip hop to grow in Nigeria is for people to support battle rap, okay? You understand? Keep supporting battle rap.
No, it's an aspect of it, yes. An aspect of pushing hip hop culture. Because hip hop is a culture, guys. Like that's one thing I like to separate. Hip hop is a culture. Rap is it's the verb that you would find in the hip hop culture. So that's why I don't. Like, if you ask me, is Zlatan a rapper? I would say yes. Zlatan is a rapper. Is Naira Marley a rapper? Yes, he is a rapper.
Yes, Naira Marley.
But they don't represent the hip hop culture.
No,
they have a different. Or say they have street hip hop or street hop or whatever other term or subgenre of hip hop that you'd like to call them.
Yeah, no hip hop. I beg you.
But back to the point that DGNS is saying, battle rap is hip hop, right? That's a cultural aspect of it. Like that's
we don't even have like beat bobbing. We don't have like you know this dances competition. We don't have like a superstar that.
We don't have.
Those are the cultural aspects.
Question all the time.
Those
what
are the
is
cultural
NSC doing for the culture?
Sorry, what did you say? Say that again.
What is NSC doing for the culture?
They are just using the culture.
I like to just ask that question because
they're just wasting the culture, and I blame Vector and MI still for that because.
I don't know.
Do you know the problem? Do you know the problem of Nigerian hip hop? Listen, another problem of Nigerian problem. Look at people that won NSCBS cars. People like Olishi, people like Vader. Where are they? Nobody is
They're still
signing
there
them.
now.
Kill them about
They are
that.
doing- they're my
Nobody's
guys
bigging them
now.
up. Nobody's sponsoring
Okay,
this
nobody's
guy.
like pushing them.
Yeah.
Nobody's
I won't say
like,
nobody.
like-
Well,
See, guys,
maybe I'm with it
Okay.
because I follow Vader. Like if Vader drops a song, I'll definitely be aware of it. Like
that's
but Vader
you,
is
but
trying
like,
to
are
drop
we-
like an album that is not even rap.
pushing him. Is
Isn't
MI
it?
pushing him?
I
Is
would just
Vector
pushing it. Maybe
him?
that's a different. I think MI pushes young guys. I think
He doesn't push. He just retweets and he doesn't. He replies.
Okay,
in
so
a
what
DM
would
We
be-
don't
and-
know behind the scenes, though.
Wait, what
Genius.
would be a better push?
We don't
Is
know
it
behind
like-
the
like-
scenes.
Is
Give
it the
them
same
a
way
verse.
MI pushed Black?
Black? No, that one is like MI guy already now. And
Yeah.
look at Black
So,
too. He
so are you
became-
expecting that same kind of
became
push? That's what I'm
Emeka
asking.
the Stallion. Black Bones became Emeka the
So,
Stallion.
guys,
So
chill. Like, I'm saying that even these guys that are mentioning, Vader, Black, and Co., they are trying to drop projects that are not even rap.
Yes.
you see,
How about that? That is killing the culture some more. So you cannot expect people to just wake up and start to
guys,
support
guys,
hard.
I think that has to do with the money, though. I think that has to do with the
let's
money,
not
though.
let's not
The fact
let's
that
not
there's no
police-
money in hip
So
hop.
as if hip hop is not going to, bring in this thing, nobody's going to be doing it. So how do we make hip hop bring this thing? That's the
Okay.
question.
Guys,
Is it
sorry,
not
I
with
have
brands like NSC supporting this thing?
okay. So before we move into that, because we are moving too far from Crown of Clay,
Sorry.
we'll get back to that. Moving too far from Crown of Clay. Now, the Crown of Clay video. All right.
Oh my lord.
First of
I haven't
all,
seen it yet.
first of all, I wanted them to do.
I haven't seen it because I was gonna react to it.
Guys,
React to it.
guys, check this out.
Lord.
I'm sorry for making this comparison, but Calligraph Jones and Sarkodie dropped a song, Wavy, all right, a rap song, which was trending on
African
charts.
man.
It was trending on charts. Do you understand?
Wavy was
trending.
crazy.
It was good. They dropped the video the
Oh,
same
I
day.
wish I could see that.
They dropped the video the same day.
The same
Now
day,
look at
okay.
that beat. Check the beat selection. Check the rapper.
Now,
I haven't
Which
heard
one-
I have
which one
always
is
felt
more
like-
appealing.
Hard.
Guys,
Which one is
I've always
more
felt
appealing?
like
Wavy is more appealing.
I've always felt like if you drop a video for your song that day,
Okay.
it gives it more buzz than if you
Yeah,
drop
for sure.
the audio first of all, then you drop the video later on. All right. But the video of the point is kind of Clay's video dropped and it got lots of negative review. What are your thoughts about this? So we'll start with Yewande.
Why me?
Well,
Crown of
Because
Clay
you are
was
MI's baby girl.
shitty. God, I was about to say God no, but okay. Crown of Clay, I expected so much more. You said that you would have preferred if the video dropped the same day as the audio. Well, for me, I'm indifferent about that.
okay,
As long as whenever it drops, it comes correct.
okay.
Crown of Clay was not it. See, I don't want to rant. I have to take my time out to pick out the words
Rant.
so that I
Let it
don't.
come
No,
out.
no, I don't feel the rant.
Talk
Yeah,
your S word.
No, quality was shitty.
Uh-huh.
I get the intention behind the video, but execution was terrible. I don't even
Have you
see,
watched-
guy.
have you
I'm
watched
literally
Vector's
picturing it in my
video?
head right now.
Yes.
And
Because I haven't seen the
Have you
video.
seen
too.
Vector's Peace video? They use the same location.
like,
No,
see that
please.
song. Okay, still, the Crown of Clay is so big. Like the song in itself, like the lyrics and everything surrounding that track is so big, in my opinion. So if you're going to do a video like that, you should think about the bigger picture. It should even be about, let me just drop this video making go. Like sit down, drink water to it, look for a creative director. I'm sorry, guys. It's just
Okay.
No
the-
vex.
what do you have
Hey,
to say?
yeah.
that video was not it. It wasn't it. He should have done so much more. He talked about Bobby Wine. He said, "Ansoro Soke won't go. You use all of the relevant words and you could not bring in relevant pictures to depict all of those words."
Oh,
like,
okay.
bro,
Okay.
there's just so many things wrong. Like,
Okay.
no show of power. He brought guys running around. What about women? So are you saying that our place is just to crown the men
Yeah.
and sit down on the floor at the end of the
And
day?
sit down and
Mm.
Like
become
there's so
slave.
many things down to like the little details such as the boxing gloves. Like
What were there any cultural like? Because I saw the
yes.
clips.
So
of
I
it.
mean the general message for the song
Very
is
difficult to
the
understand.
white people, they want to come and dominate us. They want to teach us how to eat, how to do
Mhm.
religion, how to do basically everything that we already know how to do. And
Yeah.
somehow they want to impose their ideas on us basically.
Mhm.
But it's saying that it's time that we woke up.
Yeah.
Like take back our throne, sit back on our throne with pride and everything. Like, bro, but it's not even making me do like this. Like I'm not watching the video and I'm not doing
You
like
don't
this.
get.
What's that about?
You get. You
So I'm watching the video and it leaves me angry. It leaves me, what's this? So I don't think it has
I
done
I can ask you a question.
Sorry.
Let's
Let me drink water.
Let Emmanuel speak, please.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was gonna ask, like, have you seen Burna Boy's Monsters You Made?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So how would you compare Monsters You Made to Crown of Clay? Because the narrative was kind of similar.
But Burna Boy's Monsters You Made had three verses that spoke of three different that spoke about not the same theme all through. All right. Burna Boy's Monsters You Made talked about him personally, right? He talked about different things. Then it was that when it came to national issue. Then he came to
the video too was trash too.
Black issue.
Yeah.
Burna Boy's video too was trash too.
I did not see.
I don't like that video.
It was during the pandemic.
I don't like that video as well.
I didn't appreciate the video. I felt like it would be better.
I like that video as well.
Right?
Really?
Yes, I did. Honestly, it seemed you know when you take a stereotype and you drop it in a video without much improvement.
No,
that's what it felt like to me. I'm serious.
I would disagree. I think it's a different conversation, but I was bringing that example. Bringing that example because again, I think you wanted to mention something that I was like, okay, I remember Monsters You Made did this well, which was the imagery, like actually depicting imagery, right? And that's why I was like, oh, how would you compare that to Monsters You Made? But it's fine if you think Monsters You Made like was trash, but
no, we don't.
I won't say trash.
I was thinking, I was not
thinking. You blow my mind. You blow my mind.
A video that can do that.
You blow my mind.
I'm trying to think of a video.
Anyways, I love that video, but
you blow my mind.
I would really like for you to watch Crown of Clays. Then let us know what you think. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
The location itself,
guys,
just somehow.
They had women wearing foil paper. Like, what is the white?
I know it's from the foil paper too. From the foil paper too. I was like,
little things. You said, what's beef to a man, cowboy? And I can literally see you punching a man that is wearing the traditional attire. So I don't know. It's just
I pointed that out to my reaction video.
The symbolism don't make sense.
I pointed that out in my reaction video. It was supposed to be like a conflict between our realities and Western imposition. But in the boxing ring, it was black versus black. Right? Then when Emma was talking about
these are interesting takes.
Right? When Emma was talking about Emma talked about the father took me down to the river, fashioned me a crown of clay, all that.
Yeah.
I expected representations, like cultural representations.
Cultural representation, yeah, that's what you expect. But no, it was the nuns at the back. I get why the nuns were there.
Should I give you an explanation of what happened?
Okay.
Let me tell you what happened. What happened was that the video director was I.
It
was I. There was no waves. That's perfect. The guy was
no. But I would have expected more from Vector because I mean sometimes you release a song, then you sit down. You have to sit down and I mean that's why even reaction videos are very important.
But you know, Vector's reaction videos are
for the
always
track that you dropped. Listen to people's takes and sit down, go home, sit down and think about how to represent this thing in a much more larger scale. That's why I felt it was being selfish by doing that video.
Emma would have, if it was an MI track, Emma would have done it better.
This is probably why MI doesn't release videos like that.
Vector doesn't really do
videos. Thank you.
It's because his topics and the subject matter that he tackles to try and justify it in the music video is like it has to be something dumbed down, like say like a billion.
Correct.
Van. It has to be like a billion van where it's like a club setting, then it makes sense. It's like you can go with it, but a song like I don't know, like $1 or like something very like you have to depict it appropriately. So I think that's partly why like MI probably doesn't do as much.
Would it have been too bad to make a video from one person's perspective on this? If it's hard to make a video, but would it have been so bad to make a video from one person's perspective, like tell a story from the video? Say, okay, this guy, this is what he's facing here. This was because the story basically the video, the song basically spoke on one theme. It wasn't like multiple themes. One theme. Yeah. You could write a story, all right, a story telling that same thing through one person's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Yeah. I mean, they should call a show for the creative direction because it's honestly, you're right. Like,
can you guys remember before the NSAS movement? I don't know what made you guys like stood up and just woke up to the entire thing. But for me, it was that night that Reno and some of our people, they went to the office at Ikeja and, they switched off the light and, they said they wouldn't go anywhere. That they were going to remain there. So for me, it was that moment. I mean, how about take that moment into that song?
Yeah.
How about take that moment into that song? Because it's about black versus white, but it's also about us versus our leaders versus the nation, trying to hinder us. And there's just so many ways you could have just made it so big, and
that reminded
so
me
sad.
of Fowl's Johnny video. You guys see that one?
That video was wonderful, bro. That video was wonderful. No, not just the Johnny. Did you also see you saw Val's video on This Is Nigeria?
Yeah. This Nigeria was
Yes, it's like that. Like this song.
Fowl's an actor. Fowl's an actor, so he understands flow even better.
Fowl's is a genius, man. Me and Fowlz have the same IQ, so
you
He's
a genius.
Oh my god.
That's funny. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. So
but wait, guys. So I wanted to say I'm sorry, guys. I hate this video so sorry. I dislike this video so much.
Go on.
Oh, like I saw the potential for the videos in my head, and it just came out, and I just eased. Like I wanted to blow somebody.
Interesting.
So, in my mind, I'm like, okay. The first time I saw the video, I was like, okay, quality was terrible. So could it be a matter of money?
Money, okay.
Yeah.
They spend a lot of money on that
video. If it is a matter of money, I go back to NSC. Why didn't NSC or why didn't Vector think to have NSC sponsor a video like this?
They spent money on the video. Look at all
sorry. Did they miss the significance of MI and Vector collaborating on the track? Did they miss what it means to hip hop fans in Nigeria? Not just Nigeria, bro.
They called Bobby Wine. Like,
do you see that? Do you know that Olamide video, Voice of the Street? Look at that simple video, and it was very.
I know that video.
It was very impactful. The video itself.
Yeah.
So.
I know that video.
So you think it was like a watch the throne moment that they should have created?
They spent money on that video. Look, they use a lot of extras, a lot of like what do they call them, cast or something.
No, but look at the Clarence Peter videos, man. Like it's not cheap.
I know. Like I said, it could be a question of money because these people at the end of the day, they're regular people, or not like us, but you get. Yeah. So I mean, why didn't NSC think to sponsor something like this?
Yeah.
If you are saying that you're for the culture, these are the moments that people would remember. This is the first time that Emma and Vector is jumping on a track. It is Vector's personal track, yes, but it is still very significant. If they didn't see to drop a track together after the conversation, this is like the track that we know after the conversation. So it's like a very big moment. I don't know, just drop it back.
But NSC sponsoring the video is actually contradicting the message of the video. NSC is a white man's institution.
True, sure.
You agree with that, Emmanuel? Do you think it's?
But we did drink NSC now.
Wait, do I think what?
Do you think that NSC sponsoring the video would be counter to the theme of the video?
If it's done with a lot of, if it's not done distastefully, yes.
NSC is going to put their logo on it, so
yeah, they will put their logo, and it begs the question. Even the fact that they are involved in Nigerian hip hop at all, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing. They are killing the culture. They are killing.
You think they're killing the culture?